Hello and welcome my dear third standard little champs. How are you all? I hope you are fit, you are fine, you are doing well for your studies as well as taking care of your health. My dear little champs, in the previous few lectures, I have given you few objectives and subjectives of the chapters which we have already done. That was because I got the demand from many parents and the students as well that they were not having few objectives or the subjectives because of some or the other reason. So that is why I made the video for the revision of 3, 4, 5 chapter mainly which parents and students were demanding. So my dear students, now in today's lecture we are just going to revise chapter number 7. So my dear little champs, I hope that those who are having the textbook, they are ready with their textbooks, and those who are not having the textbook, still I have the facility of displaying the textbook on the screen, which is I am going to do it so that you can easily understand the chapter. So I hope now you are ready with your books, and whenever and wherever necessary you can underline, you can highlight, or whatever meaning you want you can write it down. While I explain you, each and everything will be shown. So just make sure that you understand the chapter properly and you watch the video thoroughly. When you watch the video, your mind, your ears and everything should be on the screen. So let's get started with chapter number 7, revision explanation. Here is the textbook, my dear students. So those who are not having the textbook, they don't have to worry, they just have to look at the screen, sit properly. There, if possible, you can wear the headphones or the earphones, whatever you have the facility with you, which is why you can just concentrate here. So this is chapter number 7, parts of plant, which we have done lastly before the vacations. So let us revise this chapter thoroughly from the textbook. First of all, by understanding this chapter, what exactly you will learn is part of the plant and their uses. So each part of the plant is going to be elaborated in this chapter and their uses as well. Moreover, about the germination process you are going to understand. So let's get started. We see different kinds of the plants around us. They are of different shapes and sizes. You have learnt about some parts of the plant in the previous class. Now we have to just unjumble the name of the different parts of the plant, then label them correctly in the picture given below. Now this is what we have already done while I was explaining you this chapter for the first time. So my dear students, we are not going to continue with this one. This is what you are going to do in the homework. Now those who are watching the video lecture, they will do the homework. Those who are not watching the video lecture, they will obviously not do the homework because they don't know what the homework is given in the video lecture. So that is the reason why I asked you to watch the video lecture thoroughly in the sequence in which I provide you. So this is the homework for those who are watching the video lecture. You have to do it. If you have already done it, you have to just send the photos on my WhatsApp number. So now, by solving this, we got the idea of the parts of plant which we are going to get in the next page as well. So parts of the plant and their uses. Let's get started with the main concept of this chapter, which is part of the plant and their uses. A plant has main two parts, the root and the shoot. So the root and the shoot are the main parts of the plant. Let me highlight that. The root and the shoot are the two main parts of the plant. Now as you can see that this is the well labeled diagram of the part of plants. It is right there in front of you on the screen. This upper part is labeled in all as shoot, and the lower part, which is beneath the ground, is labeled as root. So you will say that, sir, it's too easy. Yes, actually it is pretty easy just if you pay careful attention towards the lecture. Moreover, if you understand it properly, you further don't have to just mug up the answers. You will be able to write the answers on your own. So let us discuss it. The part above the ground is called the shoot. It consists of stem, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. So all this, right, starting from the stem till the bud, this upper part which is above the ground, this part is called the shoot part. Now this flower, fruit, leaf, bud, stem, everything is the part of shoot. So this upper part, in short, is called the shoot part, whereas the lower part which is under the ground, which is beneath the ground, is called the root. Isn't it very easy? So as it is written here, the part below the ground is called the root part. Now let us start with the detailed understanding of the root part. Root is the part of the plant that usually grows below the ground. So there are two main types of roots, taproots and fibrous roots. Now here basically there are two types of roots, taproots and fibrous roots. So this is what you have to remember, taproot and fibrous roots. These are the two types of roots mainly you can see, taproot and fibrous root. Let us understand what is tap and what is fibrous root. Taproot. It consists of main thick root from which small roots grow. Plants such as bean, mustard and hibiscus have taproots. So my dear students, as you can see that this is the well depicted picture of taproot. You can easily understand that taproot has one main root and other roots are attached to the main root. So this is how the structure is of taproot. Then let us understand fibrous root. It consists of many thin roots that appear bushy. There is no main root in the fibrous root. Plants such as grass, wheat and onion have fibrous roots. So my dear students, again I'd like to draw your attention towards this fibrous root picture. Like if you can see here in the fibrous root, unlike taproot, there is no main root here. Here if you can see in the taproot, there is one main root, but here you can see all the roots are equal, correct? So there is no main root in the fibrous root, all the roots are equal. Like in your family, you might be having the head of the family, which is either your grandfather or your father. Similarly, taproot has the grandfather or the father, but in the fibrous root family, there is no grandfather or the father, everyone is equally treated. So if you will remember in this way, you will be able to remember the structure as well. And if you will be able to remember the structure, you will be able to remember the topic and understand it very well. So once again, taproot has one main root and the bushy roots are attached with it, whereas fibrous root, no main root is there, every single root is equal. So I hope now you have the idea what is taproot and what is fibrous root. Functions of the root. Now let us understand the functions and the uses of the roots. Some of the main functions of the root are given below. It helps the plant stay fixed to the soil. So because of the roots, plants cannot move from one place to another place. Like we human beings and animals travel from one place to another place, from one city to another city, plants cannot do that unless they are removed, they are plowed. So they are fixed at one place only because of the root which is under the ground. Now it takes in the water and minerals from the soil which are used by the plant for making food. So when you sprinkle the water, when you water the plants, what happens? Maximum amount of the water goes into the soil and then the root just soaks the water. Root takes the water from the soils and provides it to the plant, to the entire plant, to the each and every part of the plant. So plant further uses the water, air, sunlight, everything to make the food. Third point is some plants store extra food in their roots. Some of these roots, such as radish, turnip, beetroot, and carrot, can be eaten by the human beings. So you might have heard about these names, beetroot, carrot. These two are especially very famous. We eat even in our salad while having the dinner or the lunch. So they are the roots which we are eating. So someday or sometimes if you are free, you should ask your mom to bring the beetroot and carrot in front of you. And then you should observe the top part of that carrot and the beetroot. You will easily come to know that how is it. So carrot and beetroot which you eat in the day-to-day life, they are actually the root which grows under the ground. So in the next page, let us understand what is stem. The stem is the main part of the shoot. The stem can be strong or weak. Trees such as banyan tree and the peepal tree have a thick and a strong stem called the trunk. It holds the tree straight and upright. Plants such as grapevine, money plant, and bean have weak stems. Such plants either grow along the ground or need support of other plants, walls, or sticks. So, if you can see, my dear students, here they have given a nice, beautiful picture of the tree. Now, this thick stem of the tree is called trunk, whereas this weak stem is called the stem, because the plants with the weak stem, they either need this kind of stick to grow straight, or they need the wall support, or they will grow just on the ground, scattered on the ground. But if you can see that, unlike that, this tree is standing straight without the support of any wall, without the support of any stick. This tree is standing upright and straight. Why? Because this tree has very thick and strong stem which is called trunk. Now, functions of stem. Some of the main functions of the stem are given below. It keeps the plant upright and straight. Like I said, that if the stem is strong, it will keep the plant upright and straight. The stem carries the water, nutrients, and the food to the different parts of the plant. Let me show you one picture again. So, my dear students, this is the stem. Let me highlight it. This part is called the stem. So, this part provides the water and nutrients to the different parts like flower, fruits, leaf. So, these all plants gets the water and the nutrients from the stem, because stem directly takes it from the roots. So, this way the circulation of the nutrients, water and food goes. So, it is also very important part. Stem of some plants are thick because they store some extra food prepared by the plant. So, some of these stems such as sugarcane, potato and ginger can be eaten by the human beings. So, sugarcane you might be knowing, sugarcane juice is also very well known among the kids as well. So, you might be knowing that, but it actually it is a stem part of the plant. Even the potato, I know that many of yours favorite vegetable is potato, but actually it is the stem part of the plant. So, here one question is asked for you all to discuss amongst your friends. What question it is? A neem tree does not need a stick to stand upright, whereas a grapevine does. Why do you think this is so? So, I want you to discuss it with your friends and send me the answer on WhatsApp. Why do you think that the neem tree does not need the stick, whereas grapevine plant does need a stick? I hope that, my dear students, at least those who are watching the video thoroughly from starting till end, they will send me the answer. So, here one small information is given, which I think is very much important for you to know it. Here it is written clearly that some stems grow under the ground. Potato is an underground stem. So, this was very much important to discuss. Some of you might be having the questions in your mind that, sir, potato grows under the ground. How can you call it a stem? Because again, stem is the part of shoot. But here it is written that the fact is some stems grows under the ground only, and potato is the best example given here. Now my dear students, coming on to the topic leaf. So if you can see the leaf, this is very easy, or I should say the easiest topic in this chapter, leaf. To understand leaf, it is very simple. You only have to remember two very things, which is the leaf blade and the veins. So if you can see that this flat surface, not the lines, ignore the lines, the flat surface, it is called the leaf blade, correct? So the simple small surface, the soft and the smooth surface of the leaf is called the leaf blade, whereas the lines running across the leaf blade, it is called the veins. Like we human beings also have the veins, right? When doctor or anyone needs to give us the injection, correct? So they will find our vein, where the vein is in our hand. So similarly, leaf also has the veins, so which is shown clearly, and you can even see with your naked eyes that these lines running across the leaf is called the veins. Only these two things were important to be remembered for the leaf. Let us see the function of the leaf. What are the functions of the leaf? Now you will say that, sir, even the leaf has the function in the tree. How can leaf be useful? So this is which we will see now in the following points. Some of the main functions of the leaves are given below. Leaves make the food for the plant. Therefore, they are also known as the kitchen of the plant. So this is even in the general knowledge. Anyone can ask you that who makes the food for the plant. So only green leaves can make the food with the help of the process of photosynthesis. So leaves are also called the kitchen of the plant. You know that how much important food is. For us, our mom or grandmother makes the food, prepares the food, or the maid. But for the trees, for the plants, green leaves prepare the food. So they are called the kitchen of the plant. Most leaves appear green because they contain the substance called chlorophyll. Again, this point is also very much important. Now you will say that, sir, why leaves are green in color? Why not white, red, anything else? So most of the leaves appear green because they have the substance inside it called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helps the leaves to absorb the light. Green leaves prepare the food for the plant in the presence of air, water and light. Light in the sense sunlight. So green leaves consumes the air, water which is there in the soil, which comes from the root, and it also consumes the sunlight, and with the help of which green leaves can make the food. So these three things are very much important for the green leaves to prepare their food for the plants. Leaves give out a gas called oxygen, which is essential for life. Can you live without oxygen? No, neither you nor me. No one of us can live without the oxygen. Yes, so green leaves or the leaves gives out the oxygen. That is why you might have heard many a times in the news channel or in many other TV serials and movies that we should save the trees. Even the slogans are there all over the country that we have to maintain our country green. Green means what? You don't have to cut the trees for your personal uses. Yes, nowadays furniture, books and pages and everything is made out of wood, but unnecessarily cutting of trees just because to vacant that area is not good. Nowadays human beings have started cutting the forest down, because of which wildlife have started interfering in the domestic life, so which is not also good for human beings. So it's good to plant the trees more and more, because we get the oxygen. So oxygen is very much precious, isn't it so? Just imagine the oxygen in your body is very low. How much costly is the bottle, is the cylinder of oxygen for the human being if you go to hospital? So it's better if we are getting in the free of cost from the nature. Only our duty towards nature is to save the nature and not destroy it, and we are going to get the free of cost of oxygen. Isn't it very good? So it's better to save the environment, the green leaves and the trees, rather than the paying of the money in the hospitals. So leaves of some plants store food. Spinach, cabbage, lettuce and coriander leaves are example of the leaves eaten by the human beings. So these are few examples, like we got the example for the stem, for the root. These are the leaves which human beings eat. You might have heard spinach a whole lot of time and the cabbage, because these two are very famous in all the houses. So with example, I hope that this was easy for you to remember it. Now coming on to the flowers. Now I know that many of you might be fond of flowers, many of you might be planting the flowers, different plants of flowers like rose, lotus, lily and tulip, everything at your home in the garden. So let us see what exactly details are given, what are the uses of flower. Most flowers are brightly colored and have a sweet smell. Some flowers have the pleasant smell. Most flowers change into fruits. Now you might be wondering, how can flower change into fruit? But this is the fact. Most fruits have one or more seeds inside them. Seeds grow into new plant. Thus, flowers are important to the plant as they help in it to the reproduction process. So my dear students, if you carefully observe, every fruit has the seed inside it. So when you sow the seed again in the soil, it grows into the new plant. So it is very much necessary, flower is very much necessary, because like they have said that, and they have also shown in this picture how the flower, apple flower, turns into the apple fruit. And again, when we eat the apple fruit, we throw away the seeds from within. And again, wherever the seeds are shown, or wherever the seeds are there planted, then again the same apple flower grows. So this is the reproduction procedure, isn't it so? Flower converts into the fruit, and again when you eat the fruit, you throw away the seeds, and again seeds are grown in the form of the new plant. So it reproduces the new flower, the new plant. So this helps in the reproduction procedure as well. That is why flowers are very important. So now here one funny thing is written. Let us read. If you eat an apple seed by mistake, will it grow into a plant inside your stomach? Now by mistake, sometimes it happens, not only apple, orange or anything, any fruit if you are eating, and by mistake if you eat the seeds also, will the plant grow inside your stomach or not? Again, this thing what you have to discuss with your friends. Did it ever happen with you? If yes, and if no, send it to me on the WhatsApp. So let's discuss question. We have discussed 2 questions. That is what you have to discuss with your friends, and then you will send me the answer in my personal WhatsApp number. So I hope you understood the concept of flowers. Now concept of fruits. Fruits such as mango, lychee and plum have single seed inside them. Fruits such as apple, orange and lemon have few seeds inside them. Fruits such as pomegranate, papaya and watermelon have many seeds. We eat the fruits of many plants. So, my dear students, we saw that the stem is also eatable, root is also eatable, flower and the fruit is also eatable. Now, this is not the end. Even few seeds we are consuming since our childhood and we don't know that these are the seeds of some plants. Let us understand it. Seeds. Seeds are of different shapes and sizes and colors. We eat seeds of the plants such as wheat, gram, corn, rice and bean. Now out of this, corn and rice are very famous. I know that many of yours favorite will be sweet corn. Either you consume sweet corn soup or sweet corn kind of salad you make on your own at your home, and rice is very well known, even the bean. So these are the things which you are eating in your daily life or in your regular life, and you don't know that these are the seeds of the plant. So how much important is every part of the plant to us? This is what this chapter explains us. Such seeds are called the edible seeds. Edible seeds means the seeds which we can eat. Spices such as mustard and cumin add flavor to our food. So my dear students, I hope that in today's chapter you understood what is stem, uses of stem, what is flower, importance of flower, what is root, uses of root, what is fruit, importance of it, and again what is seed and importance of it. So for today I end my lecture here. So in the next lecture we will carry on the same chapter and the objectives of chapter number 7. Till then I hope that you understood whatever is explained in this lecture. If not, you can again watch the video lecture and listen to the explanation part carefully. Thank you for watching the lecture. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Keep following all the lectures in the sequence it is uploaded, and make sure that whatever objectives and subjectives are given in between the lectures, explanation lectures, you have to note it down in your rough notebook and send it to your follow-up teachers. With this I end my today's lecture. Have a nice day.